Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's day 66 since we started in the new year. But for me, it's day 129. Yay! 129. I decided to keep track of my days because it helps me feel empowered. And Kristen got me this sweet little counter that I love using. So, today's title of my video, my live stream video, is how to support your immune system even when you're sick. And my answer is rebounding. Why? Yes, I have some kind of respiratory thing going on. I'm fighting it with my herbs. I'm taking my flu bombs that I made from a version of Barbara O'Neill's recipe. I edited a little bit for myself. I added some oranges because I saw oranges on somebody else's video. So that sounded good. And I made it in ice cubes. I then created 2 ice cubes and hot water this morning. And then I went walking my dog. So I put it in a thermos like this. Now we're back. She's right here. And I'm going to demonstrate, even though I could probably do a standing rebound, I'm just going to make an assumption that when people are sick, typically they do not want to stand. They don't feel good. They don't feel strong and stable. So I'm going to demonstrate what's something you can do even when you feel sick because it supports your immune system. So we want to do it to help flush out whatever fight battle is going on inside our bodies between the virus, the bacteria, the microbe, and our bodies. Okay. So let me get started doing my little pounce and we'll get going on my 10 minutes. Okay. So here we go. Day number 129. So for those who have never seen this before, this is a counter height bar stool. So it's not a dining chair. I think I could probably come forward a little bit. It's not a dining chair and it's not a full height bar stool. It's counter height. And so when you're not feeling good, you probably can only muster up getting to the edge of your bed. And if you can sit on the edge of your bed and pull your rebounder up under your feet, doing this will pump your bloodstream. It'll pump think about what's in your blood, your white blood cells that help fight. Oh, Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a second timer for 5 minutes. Alexa, give me a second timer for 5 minutes. Second timer, 5 minutes. That is so funny. The first time she said, "Good morning, Lydia," and then the second time she said, "Good morning," my sister's name. So funny how she does that. She's been doing that for months. Anyway, so yes, when you're not feeling good, and yes, I sound like Darth Vader. Luke, I'm your father. I sound like what is his name? Earl. Is it James Earl Jones? Is that his name? I sound like that guy. And I don't have a ton of energy. I can tell that even doing this right now, I feel like it's different than when I'm feeling good. Alexa, stop. So the 1-minute timer just went off. I can tell I feel different than when I feel good and I do this, but I will find the video that I watched that talks about the immune system. And the only thing that's going to get me healthy is to have a healthy immune system. So by having a healthy immune system, I by having a healthy immune system, I give my body a fighting chance because there's an invasion. And I was telling Kristen on the walk that I was on that I feel like when I put my phytochemicals, which are from the herbs that I'm eating, in my body, I'm giving my body a fighting chance and I'm sending in the troops. Every time I take an herb, I'm sending in more troops to fight the war that's waging inside my body regarding whatever bug has infiltrated, has breached the barriers. The medieval gates have been breached, and somebody's in my medieval town, and now we've got to fight a medieval fight, herbs against microbes. But when you pump like this, you know, it's not like total exertion, but you're pumping the blood and the white blood cells and the getting things to the lymphocytes, and that's where they're gonna fight the war, fight the battle. So you're just giving yourself that fighting chance to heal quicker. So we're gonna demonstrate me going through the journey of being like some kind of bacteria or virus infiltrated me. And now I'm going to showcase how to fight it with herbs and natural things. And we're going to see how long this takes. So today is pretty much day 2. I think yesterday I really kind of woke up with the inflamed throat. That's when I got motivated to make my flu balm. I've had the ingredients laid out on my counter together. I had the cayenne, a thing of a bulb of garlic, a thing of ginger, 2 oranges and 2 lemons, sitting together on my counter, waiting for me to make it. And it's been sitting there for like a week. I just wasn't excited about making it after I made that celery juice. And then yesterday, because my throat started to get worse, I thought, I better make this. I better get this recipe going and figure it out. And I could tell you the ginger and the cayenne help with that feeling of like opening up the throat. You know, when you feel like your throat is closing from inflammation, it definitely opened my throat up. And would I make it again? Yes, I'm absolutely going to make it again. Having the silicone ice cubes was perfect. This morning I did a little live video demonstrating how easy it was to pluck out the silicone ice cubes. Last week when I made those celery cubes, I put them in a hard plastic ice cube tray. That was not a good idea because I couldn't get any leverage on getting them out. I had to warm them up and let them melt out. Alexa, 5 more minutes. So here we are halfway through my little pounding. And again, I'm pounding in the chair today to demonstrate even when you're sick, try to do a little bit of pumping. Really, all this is pumping my lymphatic system, my lymph fluid. It's helping my heart pump blood to the places that need healing. It's creating oxygen in my body, which is going to make me feel better. So even while I'm sick, I still need to feel good. And that's really a crapshoot, whether or not when you're sick you can feel good enough to move around and take care of yourself. If you're just in the bed, it's hard to take care of yourself if you don't feel good. So I'm going to envision that means things are moving. When I cough, they call that like expectorant when you get things moving in the body. There is an expectorant that can help facilitate mucus breaking up in the body so you can cough it out. So I'm using a flu balm. I made it with orange juice, lemons, ginger grated up, garlic pressed. I used a fourth of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Would I be willing to try a half a teaspoon next time? Yes, but I will tell you that it would probably be a lot more spicy and peppery. And sometimes your throat is kind of raw. So you got to be careful because that can burn your raw throat. Right now, this is my recipe of a fourth of a teaspoon of cayenne was the perfect amount of burn. It doesn't hurt, but it feels like it's doing something. So again, I just wanted to demonstrate if you can get on the edge of a bed and get your rebounder so you can pump from your bed, maybe even 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I have a feeling it'll make you feel better and you'll be able to heal from whatever is the fight that's going on inside of you. I think it'll help you. It'll help you. I'm going to go look for the videos on YouTube that I saw and that talked about the lymphatic system and rebounding. That was in the early days, like 120 days ago, when I was researching rebounding. Before I really started doing the live videos, I was researching to learn. I wanted to learn and understand what I was doing, why I was doing it, how it was important to me. Why should I be doing it? Why, when I don't want to do it, I should still do it. Like all of this, I was trying to drill in my head to get me committed to the 129 days of my commitment. Speaking of that, you know what tomorrow is? It's a 10-day marker, which means I'm going to have to wear my pink progress dress tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I can't believe that some of the other stuff, like my pink pajama pants I wore yesterday, and I can't believe that Monday dress, that wedding dress thing that I wore, I can't believe that thing went over my hips. So I know things are happening. It's just so weird because it's hard to feel it in your body when your body is the same shape that it's always been. Everything just feels a little like shrinkage, just a little smaller. That's kind of what the feeling is. And things feel softer, like that there's fluid moving. It's not so tight. So, and like right now I can see the thigh leg is moving more than normal. Okay, there's my end of my workout. Alexa, stop. So since this is a sitting down workout, and Barbara O'Neill says to try to shock your body, I'm going to try to do my little 30-second pounding while I'm sitting. Okay, so we're going to try to pick up the pace. Okay, let's try this. I've never done this before, so let's see. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay. Let me see if anyone's here. I see one chat. Who is that? Colette. Hey. My Houston sister. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Colette. Are you are you working today, or are you gonna do your rebounder today, or bike ride, or both? I sound like Darth Vader today, and that's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Colette, if you're not working today, I'm gonna call you after I finish. This is my flu bomb in a thermos. Listen to that. It feels so good. Y'all, I recommend it. I mean, this is for entertainment purposes only, but I recommend it for flavor. It's actually growing on me. And I have to tell y'all a side benefit. I drank 2 bombs. Let's see, what did I drink? I drank 1 bomb in the afternoon when I made it. And then when I came home late last night around like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I made 2 ice cubes bomb, and I drank it before bed. The only thing is I didn't go to bed. I went in my office and I worked on my computer till like midnight. I applied for 2 jobs. And one of them I'm really interested in. The other, it would be good, just a good job. But the other one feels like meant for me. So we'll see if that works out. Anyway, I drank the flu bombs last night, and I have to say, like, so then I had that much orange in my body, the ice cubes. And a side benefit is that it kind of cleaned me out. So I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all have a backup in your system of your BMs, drink these flu bombs, drink 2 flu bombs, and you'll push through. I feel like they did it for me. So I was like, wow, that's a side benefit I didn't know about. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. Good morning. Sheila, today I did a sit down pumping because I wanted to demonstrate when you're sick how important it could be if you could muster up sitting on the edge of your bed and pumping your lymphatic system and your circulatory system to get your white blood cells and your blood flow and your oxygen. I mean, the oxygen's going to make you feel good, so that'll help. The lymphatic system cleansing pump part helps to move things out, whatever your body's fighting. And I can tell, like, right now I'm hot. I could tell, like, I feel like I might be breaking my fever. I don't even know if I have a fever. I didn't test it, but I don't feel like I have a fever. But I feel like something is there. Something's breaking. Like breaking in a good way. Might be this cayenne pepper making me hot on the inside. Woo, I wore a thin shirt today because it's hot. It's like 75 degrees right now outside. It's muggy, so it's not cool. So, I didn't put a timer on. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. I have to tell y'all, I haven't been excited about getting on my recumbent bike. Once I brought it in here, I did it 2 days in a row. And then like my knees started kind of hurting. And I was like, is that because of the bike? Like weird, because it's recumbent. But it might be because I had the pedals out so far, instead of like having them a little bit closer. So I'm not going to give up on my recumbent bike just yet. And it's over there out of the way. So it's not a bad thing to be in here. But definitely taking note of that feeling of being on that bike. I may be selling it. If I find that I'm just not using it, I may end up selling it. Somebody could use it, or maybe my aunt could use it. Anyway, Let's see. What is Sheila telling me? I watched I'll Bounce once I run. Mm. Ooh, there's a lot of pulp at on the bottom of that thermos. Hey, Debbie, good morning. YouTube kept saying upcoming. You know why, guys? Okay, here's the problem. I hit PM. I hit 10:15 PM instead of AM. So that's the problem. And so I went ahead and started it anyway at 10:15 AM without, like, I would have had to cancel the setup, relaunch the new setup for the launch of the live stream with the right timing. So that's why it probably says upcoming. So I'm sorry. Next time. That's good to know, because I thought it would just go ahead and launch it and not remove, whatever notices. But next time that I push the wrong date, the wrong time, like PM versus AM, I'll go ahead and cancel everything, remove it, and start over. So no, it's no problem. That's good to know. I'm still learning. Lots of different aspects about my channel. And that's just like a software thing. Like, I wasn't able to go back and just edit AM to PM and then continue, because it had already pushed out the data to YouTube, and it can't retract the data. So it just makes you have to start over. Yeah, I know it's hot here already. I agree, Colette. Colette, you're going to have to come swimming with me at my gym. Go enjoy a day of swimming when I feel better. Now that the summer is here, feels like the summer's here. All right, so I'm so excited that I found something I'm interested in, which is really hard to, when it comes to jobs. I've done so many things as a consultant that I've had an opportunity to dip my hands in all kinds of projects and work. And I know what I like. I know what I enjoy spending my time doing. So it's interesting, since I have all these years of doing all these different things, it's like I know what I'm willing to trade my time for money for. And there's aspects of how I want to spend my 8 hours every day getting paid to do somebody's job. There's things that I want and things that I desire. And that's what I'm looking for. And I found something that matches a background that I had over 25 years ago. I have experience doing what they need, but I did it 25 years ago. So we'll see if I believe in, divine timing. So if it's meant to be me, it'll happen. I don't need to worry about it. I just applied. I let God and the universe do the rest, and we'll see. Oh, this isn't the end of the video, but since y'all are here, I'm going to tell y'all my story. I said I was going to tell a story. So yesterday I went to Alexa, stop. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this pounding by finishing my story. Okay. So yesterday I walked to go vote, and I was happy that I voted. When I left the place, and there was a flag pole outside with the big American flag flying in the wind. It was beautiful. And then there was a Texas flag below it, flying beautiful in the wind. And so I'm like, oh, I had my sticker, I voted, and the flag was like right here. And so I was trying to get like a selfie position where you put like the phone down here, and then it can see the flag. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to get under the flagpole more for a better shot. So I was on a cement a path, like a sidewalk, and there was a cement bench, and it was like a long cement bench. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to step over the cement bench to the cement of the flagpole. What I didn't know is that the cement bench other side was okay. Here's where I was with my feet planted on the ground. But when I went over the cement bench, the floor of the flagpole was lower, kind of much lower than where I was standing. And I didn't know that. So when I brought my leg over and I expected to have a balanced straddle of the cement bench, and then I would flip my other leg over, what happened was the cement was lower and I didn't see it. So I threw my first leg over, and then it went down like that. And now I was top heavy. I was tousled and out of balance, and my knee bent because it couldn't handle the disparaging of the off balance. And so I flung my other foot over to try to catch myself from the fall, but I was already low and in a fall position. And I mean, people were coming to the voting booths. It was 4 o'clock. There was like 8 people over here and 7 people on this side of me that were looking that direction towards me because they were the officers of the voting thing. And I mean, this 55-year-old woman like just did a skidding. My phone went flying out of my hand. I didn't want to, land on the phone. So I think I released it because I was getting my hands prepared to do a face plant and to stop me from hitting my face on the cement. So I put my hands down first, like as a natural course. And I was I was just like, oh my God, I know what this probably looks like. I'm sure they were worried about me because it looked horrible. I mean, I just went like toppled, this big person just toppled down, tumbling down to the floor. And oh my God, I was like, for a moment, I just kind of stopped and I go, I'm okay. I was yelling at him like, I'm okay, because I knew people were probably coming to help me get up. And I was like getting up like a giraffe, how they spread their hands and then they spread their feet, and getting up that way because I didn't want to, in case I had hurt a body part, I didn't want to just jump up quickly. I was just trying to like take it slow, see if I had any major injuries. And luckily I didn't like skin the pants leg or skin my knee, or I didn't get like cement rash from the cement from landing. I mean, I almost got out of that situation unscathed, and I was just so appreciative. I feel like just something about my rebounding had kind of helped my reflexes. My blood flow was able to reflex myself into a more safer landing than what I had done, where I was headed in the landing. So I called my girlfriend from college and I said, I just had a Lucy moment. I love Lucy because she and I are always commenting on Lucy moments and how funny they must be seeing them from the other side. And so this one lady walked by with her partner, and I go, well, I said, I'm okay, but there's one plus to having extra cushion. It definitely saved me from getting injured, because I had all this cushion to land on my hips. I think I kind of turned a little sideways instead of on my knees. I kind of turned to like hit the floor from my hip level where all my cushion is. And so I was able to walk home. I wasn't, and there was already an ambulance at the place because a poor little kid had broke his leg. So there was already an emergency vehicle on property. And so the lady made a joke and she was like, well, there was an emergency vehicle ready for you in case you needed it. And so anyway, I was like, there's always a silver lining. Having a little cushion on you is great for fall risk. But I just, I think I just need to be more careful. I mean, I'm not 25 anymore. I don't know why I was trying to take the easy route and go over the cement bench instead of just walking around it to the flagpole. So anyway, I learned my lesson and I'm grateful. So I walked away from that incident very grateful that I did not have a major issue, a major problem. So anyway, there's my story for today. Lydia's story time. Anyway, I am so appreciative of all you guys. I love having the community and like engaging with y'all. I love when y'all comment and like you'll hear something I say in the video and then you'll answer it in the comments. I love that. It's so fun. I love that. I mean, would I want us to have a real relationship if I lived in your city? Absolutely. That's not reasonable and it's not possible. I mean, it's only possible right now for me and Colette, and we're having one. But as far as like you guys, I mean, we just got to settle for the online thing and then we meet on Zoom. And for those of you who want to connect deeper, I'm offering it right now because I have the time and the channel's not that big. But I want to remind you guys, if anyone wants to tell their story or their testimony, Bibi from Italy is having amazing results with her dialysis numbers and digits, and she was able to remove more potassium. And Colette, if you're still there, yes, the word she was looking for, where she was calling it collium or something, it is potassium. She told me she figured it out. It is, you were right, it was potassium that dialysis patients have to worry about. But the rebounding, for whatever reason, is helping her move her potassium and keep it at a healthy range, even though she doesn't have kidneys. And this is not, I'm not telling her medical history. This is her testimony that she did a video on to help inspire other dialysis patients to consider adding rebounding to their lives and how it can make their journey through dialysis so much better. So I love that we're helping people. Duty wants to help people. Duty wants to help people in her demographic. And she wants to inspire people in her demographic. And I want to inspire people in my demographic, the people who felt challenged by movement. That was me. I was challenged by movement. And I was just able to move a little more using a rebounder. And now I'm on day 128 and it feels great. Or 129, and it's all fine. I'm all about the rhymes. I'm all about the rhymes. No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to be a rapper. I'm not going to be a rapper. That's not me. But anyway, I'm going to be a poet because I didn't know it, and it's time to feel fine. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Safe driving, Sheila. Look forward to catching up with y'all. I look forward to seeing some of you on Sunday at our motivational meetup. If you want to come, we get together and we visit and we connect and we chat. And if you don't know how to get invited to that, you go to avantiwellness.com and send me an email on the contact form. Or I created an email address just for us, and that is avantiwellnesscommunity@gmail.com. And I'll get your email and I'll add you to the email announcement when it goes out on Saturday. All right, guys. Have a good morning. I'm going to continue drinking my flu bomb. Hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be healed. Let's manifest my healing. My healing. I'm going to be healed by tomorrow. And send out positive well wishes for Kristen in Michigan. She is also suffering from the same thing I am. Hers is a little bit worse. So I'm sending her some information as well. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.